Piss in the night
Okay,
away.
we are live, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, see, he did it behind your back without even telling you.
See, that was you did me dirty, Black Sofa. You did me dirty.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I really hate it when he does it behind my back without telling me.
I know. I'm
there we
sorry.
go. Sorry about the echo there. That was me.
Oh. So,
Have you got a script today? Or are we just going to talk about biscuits? And
I never have a script. What are you talking about?
that's why I'm here. That's why I love this. I don't like scripts.
No, I know.
We could have a conversation about writing a script for a show.
So, how is everybody? I know I ask this every week. It's kind of my icebreaker, but how is everybody coping?
I'm doing pretty good. I just got back from doing a bit of shopping.
And we still want to know what you've bought.
Mostly a lot of cans of Chef Boyardee stuff and
What do you
couple more
get?
bottles of whiskey.
What Chef Boyardee? Are we talking like overstuffed ravioli? What are we talking about here? Because that's important.
Yeah,
What
I
was
like
that?
the overstuffed ravioli. Sloth Girl likes the beefaroni and the spaghetti and meatballs.
Mhm.
Beefaroni. That's such an American word. That's so shit. Mike, can you imagine going to Tesco and asking for beefaroni? I mean, that is so stupid.
I can't imagine going into Tesco and asking for anybody because that would involve talking to people.
Oh, we don't do that, do we?
No. You
No.
barely even make eye contact. If you make eye contact, then it's extremely uncomfortable.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get across to people here, but people here don't get it. People here still want to talk to me when you walk past them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care for that either. That's why, okay, so I normally have like little AirPods, but I also have giant freaking headphones.
Yes.
So if
me
I
too.
have these on, people most of the time leave me alone. Now, the last time I was in London, I had these on and people were still tapping me on the shoulder. And I'm like, what? What? Do you not know the rules? Do you not know the
Yeah.
rule? You don't talk, don't. There's like unwritten rules.
You can't
about-
see what I'm doing, Mel, but what I'm doing now is I'm raising my hand because I want to ask a question.
What is that?
Well, I don't want to go a bit weird here, but maybe the British people in London aren't used to seeing hair like that. Maybe you drew attention to yourself.
That I was clearly asking to have some dude over at where was it? Euston Station tapping me on the shoulder, going, "Hey,
Absolutely. It's your fault. You had the
It's-
wrong hair.
Well,
Mm.
I have to
My
say,
dressed
stepdaughter
incorrectly.
has hair kind of like that, except she was blonde. And
I
yeah, when she went to Japan, they were just fascinated by that, and everyone was trying to touch her hair.
That's where I was going with this. I wasn't being weird or anything, but
Well,
when
that
you-
is
when you-
weird. Don't do that to people, guys. Don't just walk up. Oh my
No.
God, can I touch your hair? That's not okay. Even when
No.
I'm on the. Okay, I will be
What-
honest. I've been to a pub before. The first time I went to London, I went to a pub. It was out near Southwark, and there was this pub. And by
It
the
was
way,
where?
y'all
It-
spell stuff weird. It's spelled Southwark.
yes.
WARK, but they say it's Southwark, and I got made fun of so much by my friends.
We spell it correctly. You
No,
pronounce it
Southwark.
wrong.
It's got a W. Southwark, and my friend.
Oh, I now know where this conversation is heading.
Well, anyway, there were some dudes that were like they were hanging out at the pub, and I was like, "Hey," I was just talking, and then I was like going to go ahead to a party with a friend of mine over. I think it was out. Oh gosh, it was out in Camden. So I'm gonna go hop on the tube. Like, okay, I gotta go. And he's like, well, how about I come with you? I'm like, yeah, nah, man. Nah. I don't want any. He's like, I was like, it's an early night. I'm leaving out tomorrow. Well, I can come to your hotel. I'm like, no, you can't. I am not interested in this whatsoever. Dude follows me all the way through the Southwark tube. And he's just like, hey, I thought you were going to your hotel. And I was like, and I made a scene, guys. I made a scene. I screamed in his face and I said, would you fucking leave me alone? You are creeping me the fuck out to the top of my lungs. And then everybody's like, oh my God. And I was like, okay, that should do it.
Yeah. Well, I think you need to make a scene there if he's following you like that.
It was
that's
creepy.
creepy.
It was creepy. I'm
It's like you don't want to go home then because you don't want him to know where you live.
right? I was like, I was staying at a hotel not far from the Southwark station, and I'm just like, you know, I told him, yeah, I'm gonna it's an early night. Well, I can come over. I'm like, and he's like, I thought you were going to your hotel. I'm like, no, golly, and you know, so, and then I went to a party in Camden with my friend. Met them there. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a jet setter, aren't you, Mel? Partying in Camden.
That's happened a few times.
Mike, do you go partying in Camden?
No, I don't.
You're in Leeds, though, aren't you?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I live in Leeds.
we live in the
Right.
country, and I've never partied in Camden.
You're missing out, man.
But my parents live in the Kentish countryside.
In the what?
The Kentish countryside.
Oh, thank you.
And
I have to ask
quite
this
near
question: Are we allowed to swear or not?
Well, I did
Yeah.
earlier, so
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he almost said a bad word
Yeah.
there.
I think that horse has already bolted.
That's it. It
Yeah.
always bolts, doesn't it? Every Friday,
Yeah.
we set out with good intentions, and then it just goes down the toilet.
Yeah, that's why I always start out with my streams with a disclaimer now, because I know there's no way it's going to go more than
Yeah.
15 minutes without somebody swearing.
I've seen your disclaimer, and that's quite good because, oh, Spooky's here. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Let's
One of my mods.
tell you what.
Spooky,
Let's get Mel to do it. Mel,
Yes.
what?
I know I'm picking on Mel tonight. It's because I've had a bit of a little bit of a drinky, but I want to hear her say that word that Spooky just said.
Well, it depends on where you're from and how to pronounce it.
No, there is only one way to pronounce it, and if you do it wrong, I'll tell you. I'll tell you now. You'll the 5G will get you.
It will. It's already going to get me. I already know that.
But if you get it right, you can have 10 God points.
What are those?
Oh, can I get God points? If
Yes,
I
you
promise not
can.
to swear, can I get God points?
Now, wait a minute. These are not official GE God points. These are some kind of counterfeit God points here you're giving out.
No, they're official GE God points. He's been on my channel, so that gives me the right to dish them out.
Okay. He gave you a stock. That's all right then.
Are these black market God points, or
Yes.
are they official?
Yes, they're official.
Okay,
I said
I-
yes to both of those.
I'm game. I want some God points. What do I need to do? But firstly, keep that up on screen. I want Mel to say that word
Why do you want me to say that word?
because I know you can't do it.
Oh, sure I can. It depends on where you're from. We pronounce things differently. For instance,
No,
Where
no,
you're
no,
at.
no. Incorrect answer.
that is
If-
not incorrect.
It
There's-
is. Don't argue about me with scientism because I know scientism.
No. So, like out here, we say aluminum, but you say aluminium.
Which is the correct pronunciation of the word. That's how it's spelled.
I blame Webster. It's Webster's fault.
We can blame Webster.
Yeah.
Blame Webster.
Okay, stop changing the subject. Let's get this sorted now.
So you want me to say the word?
I
That's
wasn't
I
Thank
want
you.
you to say the
I want-
word. I'm going to be
want
honest
Reagan.
with you and upfront with you. I want you to say it so that I can laugh.
Nina's not having this, by the way. She's already done. Nina, can you say the word on the screen? And she's looking.
Speak,
She's like
speak,
trying.
speak.
Can you say the word on the screen? No.
No,
She's not very
she's-
obedient, is she?
she can't do it. She's not a proper scientismist. She can't do it.
Oh,
She is the science doggo. Trust me. She is here with me every day, working the science. She's like, I'm here. All right. So there's multiple ways you can say this.
No, there's not. There's only one. There is only one.
Okay. Now I
Okay.
want somebody to arrange a debate between Mel's dog and a flat earther. I think the dog will still take it.
There is only one. This isn't Highlander.
No, it's not. It's not Highlander. So there's, oh God, there's multiple ways to say the word. So
You keep saying this.
There-
You're gaslighting.
So there's Worcester, and there's Worcestershire. So it depends on which one do you want.
And both were
Worcestershire.
wrong. Both were
Worcestershire.
hopelessly wrong.
Well, put her out of her misery.
No, I
Worcester-
want.
I think it's actually Worcestershire, and you just drop out that ER in the middle.
Worcestershire, that one.
Time out, Mike. I'm really enjoying this. I love listening to Americans try to say this word because they just can't do it.
Well, you know that if it's from the UK, there's a couple of letters in there that you're not supposed to pronounce. They always do
And-
that.
Southwark. Why you got a W in there? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all with that Southwark? It's not even the
You
W
just-
silent in the middle of the
Mel,
word.
listen. I'm getting stroppy now. You just used a sentence that contained the word, and I'm using air quotes, "y'all." Don't even go there. That's not a
Right.
fucking word.
Okay. Just so you know, the Southern accent is a direct descendant of aristocrats from
This is
from
quite
the
true.
UK.
This is
So,
quite true. Yeah.
Southern
I-
accent is the closest you can get to a British
want-
accent. out of
I
the
want
US.
to come. I want to come on to scientist
Go.
Mel's side because it can be regional as well, because there's a place here in Leeds called Wortley,
Oh God,
Wait.
that's a funny one.
but it's spelt Wortley. Now, until I'm from down south, as you can probably tell from my accent. So when I first moved here, I hadn't heard it spoken out loud. I'd only seen it written down. I pronounced it Wortley until somebody corrected me. Actually, it's Wortley. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are some weird Britishisms, but they're not as weird as this thing that I'm really going to annoy the fuck out of all of you until she says the word correctly. Listen, this is my hill, and I'm going to die on it. I want to hear Scientist Mel say that word correctly. I'm in lockdown, I'm bored, and I've had a drink. Let's go for it.
You want to hear some really garbled up stuff, you should get some of the place names around the upper Midwest. I am firmly convinced that a lot of the towns and rivers and such around here are the result of some Englishmen trying to spell out a Frenchman mispronouncing an Indian word.
Yeah, I think we should all blame the French, basically for everything, because I do accept what you American people are saying, even though I'm an absolute pain in the ass about grammar and pronunciation. My beloved, yeah, go for that. Go for that one, Mel. It is technically true that we British people are doing it wrong, and the American people are doing it right. And it pains me so much to admit this, because the American people brought the English language of the time with them to America. So I'm not taking the piss. I just find it funny to listen to Americans trying to say really simple words. It amuses me.
I'm not here for your entertainment.
Is that what you say at the end of your webcam broadcasts?
Why do you use you use the web? It's going live. So here we have Black Sofa. He's a cam boy now. So are you. You're a cam stool.
A
That
cam
sounds
stool.
really, really weird.
Your
It's
knobhead
that's a very niche
says,
something.
A niche
"Say
market.
Worcestershire like a pirate."
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
That's actually a very good way to phonetically pronounce that. Thank you, Doorknob. That was wonderful. And by the way, I do like to be pirate. When is Pirate Day, by the way?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know right off.
I'm still confused about the last hashtag day, which was Horny Day. I don't get that. It's been going on for 2 days in the UK. I don't get it. Literally, I don't get it, but let's not go there.
Okay, Talk Like a Pirate Day is September 19th.
I was just about to say that. I was literally just about to say that. You beat me
I
to
had
it.
to Google it to find the date.
Well, yeah, so did I.
I do like.
But I also found a 3.5-minute video about how to pronounce that word.
Okay, are you now
Why
the
it
expert?
takes somebody 3.5 minutes to explain how to pronounce one word, I have no idea. But
Mm. Man. Do you guys have problems spelling things?
Yes.
no THINGS.
Or the Americans have a problem spelling things. It comes back to
Oh, I'm going to get so annoyed about this, Mike.
I
I'm
have
gonna
a problem with
Mike,
spelling anything. I mean,
I'm going to have to slap you in the face now, Mike,
Yeah.
because as I've just said, this really does pain me to admit it, but the Americans are correct.
it's Webster. It's because of
I-
Webster.
And no, it's not about that. It's about history. It's about
Yeah.
history. They're doing it correctly. And
my
I'm
spelling's so
literally-
horrible that half the
I'm-
time the spell checker can't even figure out what word I was intending.
I'm clenching my fists as I say this, because for me to admit that the Americans are doing it correctly
See,
pains me.
and that's because of Webster, because he decided that Johnson had it wrong. He decided that words should be spelt how they sound, and so technically, I guess I guess technically he was right, and so therefore the Americans, have the right spellings of words like color, and
Yeah, they absolutely did, because they took with them to America the pronunciations and the spellings that we were using in this country at the time, and our language was based on French, kind of basically. But after the Americans had fucked off, we said, "Yay, they've all gone! Hallelujah, praise Jesus!" But then we really fucked up in this country, and we started adding stupid letters to words. So we added a U to colour because it sounded Frenchy and all that nonsense. So I'm going to hold my hands up here and say America wins.
Well,
Where
that
are you
is part of the
number
problem for you, that for at least a few hundred years there, French was actually the language that was spoken by most of the upper crust. That was how they were differentiating themselves from the peasants.
Yeah, I'm getting bored now because history is boring. But we did have a king who didn't live here. He lived in France. He couldn't speak English. So whatever, the UK is fucked up. Don't talk about history to Americans ever, because it's just so pointless. You guys have only been around for a couple of 100 years. We've got so much more baggage than you.
That's the thing. A lot of English, the English language is a bastard language.
Hey, you say you've got so much more, baggage than us, but you didn't have to wipe out 500 other countries to establish yourself.
Oh, we've wiped out a lot of people, Purple.
Oh.
Believe me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Colonialism.
We've done some seriously bad shit. Very bad shit. So
There was a time when most of the atlas was colored in purple.
yeah. Yeah,
It was the empire where the sun didn't.
I mean, how
Yeah.
absolutely sick is that? There was a point and a time in history when Britain, or Great Britain, whatever it was called, actually thought that it owned the world and the people within it. Now, that's
Yep.
really fucking messed up.
Yeah, and
Okay,
more-
I've got. Can I just put my hand up again? No, even though you can't see me, I'm putting my hand up. Mel, can I speak, please?
I'm just sitting, just doing my thing.
Just
So-
pretend I'm in your class. I have to put my hand up to ask your permission.
Oh goodness. Okay.
And
Go ahead.
This time,
Go ahead and speak, stool.
it's not because I need another pee, but why does Spooky keep picking on me? I'm trying to be very well behaved. I'm not swearing, but apparently,
Is it because your mother dresses you?
I think that could be it. Yeah. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Am I in the wrong channel?
If your mom's dressing you, that might be a problem.
Okay. I thought it was okay.
It-
I
you know,
watched
It
I
only
watched a
becomes a problem
documentary
if-
about it on the Pornhubs and it seemed normal to me.
it only becomes a problem if she's breastfeeding you as well.
Ah,
Oh my god.
that felt weird.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I'm going to completely jump subjects there. Since you had asked about Talk Like a Pirate Day, I wound up looking up what were the obscure holidays here. So today is actually Bat Appreciation Day.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
Oh my god, I tweeted about that. Fuck.
Yep, and in the U.S. it is National Cheese Ball Day.
How appropriate.
Okay.
You know, are we talking about orange cheese balls or the one that's in the White House?
Oh, that was
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to talk about the one in the White House more than they have to.
I
so-
don't think. Should we maybe make this
Although
a rule?
there is a terribly
We
appropriate one
don't
for
talk
this
about
year.
that one.
That the third week in April is declared Medical Lab Appreciation Week.
Mm.
Right.
Okay, that sounds sexy. Do we all have to go out and cheer and clap? Like we all now have to do in the UK every Thursday at 8 p.m.
For the NHS.
Yeah, actually, I believe that had started in Canada because Neil had been talking about a couple of weeks ago that people in Canada were doing that every evening.
Hmm.
When is it Balls Appreciation Day?
It was a doorknob. It was about 8 a.m. this morning.
What'd you say there, Mike? When it was what Appreciation Day?
Balls.
Balls, like
Balls?
Ed balls.
I don't know, but I'm sure there's probably a day for it. Let's see what
Yeah.
Google says.
Mm.
Oh,
There
don't
is Ed
Google it.
Balls Day
Don't
as well.
Google it, Purple, because I took pictures. It was 8 a.m. this morning. I appreciated my balls, and I cheered and I clapped. Outside in the
You
streets.
clapped your balls?
No, now you're making it sound weird.
It's
Well,
not
it didn't.
weird.
It didn't sound weird before.
And yes, there is a day for it. According to Urban Dictionary, it is November
Oh.
5th is Balls Appreciation Day, the day that
And-
all humans appreciate the miracle that is a set of manly balls.
Well, there you go. And
I knew somebody had to have thought of it before.
Ed Balls Day is on the 28th of April.
Ed Balls
So-
Day. Oh my
It's coming up soon.
Is that where he got his Twitter account and tweeted Ed balls?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you'll have to
Yes.
fill me in. Who is Ed Balls?
Ed Balls is a former member of Parliament
Okay.
for the Labour Party. And on the 28th of April, he tweeted out his name. And so, therefore, every 28th of April is now Ed Balls Day, where we tweet Ed Balls. So,
You-
there you go.
You know, Twitter is such a cesspit. It's such a pile of wank. It really is. But every now and again, I'm laughing. Every now and again,
Damn.
a little gem appears, and I've been enjoying myself over the American people in our room will not get this, but I've been having such a chortle over the what's that fucker called? I've forgotten, Mike. What's he called?
There's a lot of fuckers to choose from.
I've forgotten his fucking name. That posh twat. Oh shit!
Again.
Something.
Yeah, you're gonna need to be a
Ben
little more
Fogle.
specific.
Ben Fogle.
Oh, Ben Fogle. Oh God. Yeah.
I've just been laughing my cock off at that. As I say, it's a massive pile of pointless wank, Twitter. But every now and again, you get a little bit of a gem, and you'll laugh your ass off. So
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't reach my phone now because I need a camera.
This is Ed Balls on Strictly Come Dancing, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So there you go.
I've been catted, and this would be a marvelous picture if I could get it, because I've got the cords for my keyboard and headphones running over my leg, and the way he's laying, it looks like the cord is going right into his mouth, like I've plugged my cat into the USB to recharge.
All right. Ed Balls was in Parliament. How was Balls bearing?
Okay, Spooky. There's not a problem with Balls Day and Bonfire Night being on the same day. It just means that, all the little short and curlies will be melted off. But
And Spooky is saying, I think Milkenstall broke hose, no swearing thing.
I've never
Yeah.
touched a hoe. A hoe is an American thing.
Like I said, that horse bolted a long time ago.
Yeah. Spooky's a bit slow, so whatever. I did actually once. I do like how these conversations flow because it's all just bollocks and we just meander and go off on tangents. Yeah. And I kind of like that because, as the Americans would call it, air quote, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
I kind of like this rather than it being a structured pile of bollocks. That just bores it bores the pants out of me. It really does.
Well, that's why for my chats I gave up on ever having a topic because we never could stay on it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, topics are boring. If you want to do this thing, if you're totally determined to get your brand and talk about a topic and do the whole debate thing, well, fuck off. I'm not going to watch you. I'd rather listen to people just having a decent conversation. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't care for the structured debates.
No, it's absolute bollocks. But if you want to keep that on screen, you can do, Mike. But I will get back to this because Spooky is an absolute Spooky is an absolute twat.
See,
okay,
I
you can now fade that out.
American version. See, you're not allowed to go back and forth. If you're going to say I'm wrong in saying a thing, you have to say twat. That's what they say in the UK. Twat, not twat.
Oh, that was very good, Mel. That was very, very good. I'm genuinely impressed with that one.
Oh, we've got someone else here now.
Good evening.
Oh,
hey, Dave.
No, not him. We were having fun.
I've come to invite you all to join the 5G Appreciation Society.
Now, Crystal, Dave has been here since about 9:10. Along with Spooky.
I'd have joined the chat earlier. I was writing questions.
Now that's dedication.
Dedication, my ass. He's a fucking lazy twat.
What? No.
He's been touching his ice cream.
Is that
haven't-
what
haven't
you
touched
boys
much.
call it now?
Only after.
Do you notice? This is just an observance of mine. Did you realise that when Mel said twat correctly, Dave joined in?
I was already here.
It was like
I
magic.
didn't notice.
I speak words
Yeah.
and things happen.
You know what? I can see now, Mel, why you're so successful as a webcam girl. Because, as the Americans would say, you bring. What's that thing that the Americans say? They bring all the things to the yard.
My milkshake. It's a milkshake.
Your milkshake.
I
Okay.
don't have a milkshake at present, so I'm not so great with that. I have a
Yeah.
nice.
Think it-
I thought a milkshake was a bottom.
I think it's a bit of a euphemism, Dave.
I thought it. I thought it was boobs.
I thought
Yeah.
it.
You know, in the sense that boobs, you know,
I mean,
milk come out of boobs, don't they? Well,
I
So,
thought it
well-
meant. I thought it meant funny, but
No.
we've got Americans in the room, so they won't get that one.
Yeah, I
Right,
know what
but-
that means.
we interpret that word differently.
Come out that end stool. Okay, if milk comes out that end, you need to go to a doctor.
This is why Mel is very valuable in these little conversations, because she always brings us back to reality and brings some good old fashioned science.
Oh my gosh. Anatomy and physiology.
I so wish I was recording this.
It's on the YouTube.
I've got so many samples of your voice.
I can't believe she's been here before and she's come back.
Well, I'm doing this and I'm working at the same
Yeah, but-
time.
Here's the thing, Dave.
How's that working for you?
It's
is-
going all right. It's actually
I can't
going-
believe I'm back. Why am I here?
That's an
I don't
existential
know.
question. You should go and watch some Professor Brian Cox videos. That might sort that out for you.
Well, I kind of wondered why you're here, but my question was more like who let you in?
That might be fair, you know.
I couldn't believe you honoured my channel with a very, very quick visit earlier.
Oh, I've been on your channel. I can't keep up.
No, Stool did.
Oh, Stool was okay.
Oh, me? Oh, this is actually quite true. You know how Dave does that really shitty, boring thing? That
Oh,
nobody
did you
watches?
get in there for some of his questions today?
I just misclicked and I ended up in it. And it was really crap because nobody watches it because he's a bit of a dickhead. And I
No,
clicked
if you were in his one from earlier today, it's in my playlist. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
I watched one of his question things. Unfortunately, my internet died, so I couldn't carry on,
Ah.
which was a shame because I wanted to say naughty words, but I was
Yeah.
behaving.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages of doing these kind of chat things on the internet is if you get in too deep, you can always just unplug the cable and blame your connection.
I'll tell you something really sexy now that will science your brains off. I'm just referring to Purple's last comment. I've not had a cable now for 5 years. And I know that sounds like a euphemism, but it's not. Okay, Mike got it. I'm 4G.
Yes.
Totally.
Why are you using 4G? The world's moved on.
Yeah, but I don't touch that. Do your research, sheeple.
Yeah, I rather insisted on having a physical cable. I don't like the idea of having my desktop computer be wireless. It's too easy for other people to, tap in and track everything you're doing then.
I'm very fortunate in that I'm not going to tell you who I'm with, but the mobile company that I'm with is very awesome, and the 4G is it's probably better than Americans get on broadband.
It's better than we can get on. I have to stream my show over Vodafone.
Yeah.
Because
So
I can't get the connection up. I can't get the up speed from BT.
if I was to tell you how I was doing this now, you would be amazed at my ingenuity.
Doorknob head 5G ate my dingo.
You're stealing someone else's Wi-Fi, aren't you?
I'm actually not. I'm doing this all by myself legally.
Yeah,
Um,
unfortunately, in the U.S., the internet generally sucks because it's like the whole country. There's like 3 companies that control all the internet for the country, and in any given city, you really don't have a choice. It's generally only one company for any given city, so you're just stuck with whatever's there.
I just love that you have laws that prevent the local councils doing it themselves, left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Because
Doorknob-
everywhere that they did it, it works so much better.
Doorknob is quite correct with what he's just said there.
Yeah.
It also
5G.
makes you. It also. I can't speak. I'm really pissed. I'm so sorry. I swear on my life, I've had 2 gulps, but it's lockdown Friday, and I'm not used to it. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Well,
Thanks, Spooky.
The truth is that 5G makes you more virile.
right.
Listen
Does
to
it?
Purple, ignore Stool.
Okay, but what is the good of being more virile if I can't go out and date?
Well, I'll tell
More
Purple. I'm going to tell you a secret now, but you mustn't tell the Illuminati. Or,
Yeah,
Or-
it's not like we're broadcasting this publicly or anything, right?
no, this is totally secret, because what they don't want you to know is that nobody can see this. This is all a hologram, because they've injected 5G into our ears.
Hmm.
Do the research, sheeple.
Oh my God.
The last thing Mark Sargent said before, one of the last things he said before he rage quit when I was talking to him on MathPix is that it's not really that the Earth is flat and the dome is, and the whole thing is really a hologram.
Oh, are we still doing that? Are we actually still talking to these idiots?
Yes. There are people that still do that crap, and it makes me nuts.
Because they need to be challenged. Their voices are they are
well,
winning when they're unchallenged.
this
You
is
talk shit at them.
for shits and giggles you do that, but yeah.
I mean, YouTube are finally starting to gear up and stopping promoting it. I mean, YouTube is single-handedly responsible for the growth in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say single-handedly, but probably 90% of it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we talked about this earlier in that secret chat that we had that none of these other people know about, because we're awesome and they're all shit. And
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, especially you, Mel, because
Yeah,
you're a scientismist, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Shill.
I'm a
Shill.
shill. That's
You're-
right.
You're a shill for 5G.
I am. Apparently, I had to put a veterinarian in his place like Wednesday because he was promoting the 5G stuff. And he's like, well, they were wrong about COVID-19 and it not being transmitted by cats. And then I gave him all kinds of different studies. I'm like, well, this particular family is trans species. It can hop between species. So it's not surprising if it suddenly becomes transmittable. by
Should I
cat.
know? Should I
Wait,
know?
wait a minute. Is there some truth to that?
No, COVID, corona has always been.
Yeah,
Cats
it's
have had coronavirus forever.
yeah. I mean, we've had
Right.
the cold is a version of coronavirus.
Okay,
Right.
but I meant, can cats carry it and infect
Yes.
humans?
But
right
it's very rare.
now, we think
But there are
so.
definitely cases,
There are
but-
cases, yes.
very
And-
like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but we're not actively testing cats.
But-
Okay, well, just
I-
I had heard
Holmes-
somebody say last week that was completely debunked. So now I'm confused about.
No, and what I'm seeing now is a bunch of
Yeah.
weirdos all talking at the same time because
Yeah.
you're all confused.
.com.
Okay.
Well,
So-
somebody told me that last week they were saying that the only way you could get it from a cat was like if somebody sneezed on the cat and you were petting it and it was just in their fur.
Well, cats can carry it, but I don't know how they can. And I don't know all of the mechanics on how it could transmit to a person. But
It's a new thing. We don't know all the answers.
But
Yeah.
you can actually get diseases from cats.
Yeah, of course.
it's,
You must
you know.
you must never lick a cat's bottom.
Well,
To be fair, that applies to most pets.
yeah.
Nina
gonna
is
say.
not having any of this. She's like, "Don't you ever do that?" She's like, "No." This is our latest pet, Nina.
Eamon Holmes was saying,
Oh, don't
Oh,
even
no.
go there.
I
No, don't
say
even go there.
he was saying, I believe that in the 5G can cause coronavirus because I have a critical mind.
If you've been paying attention, Mike, which I know you don't because you're too busy playing with your little TikTok, if you've been watching current events, the first person has been sentenced to a prison sentence for burning a 5G tower down.
Was that
He
you?
committed the crime. He committed the crime. I can't hear you. Fuck off. He committed the crime on the. If that's Dave, I just don't listen to him. I mute him. I don't like him. I think he's weird. He committed the crime on the
I
5th
class
of
that as an
April.
achievement from you still.
Yeah, I still can't hear you. I've muted you. He committed the crime on the 5th of April, and it's now gone legal through the courts, sent to prison. He set fire to a 5G mast.
Right.
I've no idea where I'm going with the conversation, so
Yeah, but I'm glad that they're doing
think-
something serious about it. I mean, it's
I think-
insane and it's just vandalism.
I've got to just say, I think basically the essence of my conversation was, Dave, you're a twat. Now stop annoying me.
I need to get. No, is the simple answer.
Okay.
Okay, well, Dornum said, something a while back that it's moving its head, it's scanning with its furry antenna. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, is this it that cats are picking up the 5G from their tail, and that's how they're getting the coronavirus?
Yo, I'm
Wouldn't
just
that
going to
be
say,
old CIA technology.
can I ask a question, please, regarding that statement that Knobhead, no shit, that no, what's his name?
Doorknob.
Knob said. Hello. I can't help it. My swear filter is now off.
Okay, well, now see, this is important because if this is how it's being transmitted, then some cats would be safe because because of the wavelength of the signal, it would only be cats with a tail of a certain length who would be able to receive it, and cats with too short of a tail would be immune to it.
To be fair,
Miss-
Right, Mel, isn't that how it works? You're the scientist.
Can I just say? Can I
it
just
depends on the embedded
interject here
antenna.
quickly?
The embedded
um,
antenna might not be the full length of the tail.
I don't know who's just made that comment because who's in charge made the comment go away. Who's in charge here?
Who's in
Slacker?
charge? Who's
Bring
in
that-
charge?
bring
I
that
don't know.
comment.
On third.
Not me. That got pinned on me last night. So
How do you expect me to give a decent television program when the producer can't even keep the comments up on screen?
You think this is a television program?
I'm just pretending, Mel.
I'm
Okay.
watching it on the TV.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
I've got my computer plugged into a 32-inch flat screen for a monitor, so
When you're in lockdown, you'll pretend anything.
Mm. I
I
guess that's
pretend I've
correct.
got friends.
yeah, lockdown's kind of a problem considering what was my side hustle is now my primary source of income, which means I've got to go to the post office a couple times a week.
What was your side hustle?
Just selling stuff online through eBay and Bricklink.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
right now it's like the only stream of income that I can get because nobody wants to talk face to face, so I can't
I
do my
don't know what-
regular job.
What is that word that you just used? The clink. What is that?
Work.
The...
Mm.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's probably something that you're just not acquainted with at all.
Hmm.
Now, see, and now you went and disturbed the cat.
I find this to be quite weird because obviously I'm watching this on the StreamYard thing, and the comments, I can't keep up with the comments because they don't update. I have to scroll. So I do apologise if I'm not.
Do you not have the YouTube video open as well?
Why would I do that, you wasteful bastard?
Because it is polite and it gives the owner
Yeah,
of the channel a view.
Yeah,
and the
but
chat updates faster.
there's a massive delay on YouTube.
If you
Yeah,
don't
well-
watch the video,
Well, that's the problem. What people are typing in the comments, they're responding to what was said, like 20 or 30 seconds ago,
Yeah,
instead of what
exactly.
we're saying now.
There's a huge delay.
Yeah, and the delay has definitely gotten worse since the lockdown because the systems are overloaded. It used to be that was only like 10 or 15 seconds, but now at times it's up to a full minute.
I think StreamYards is really struggling to keep up, and YouTube on the back of it.
Yeah, well, and StreamYards even sent out an email, saying that their system, basically they were saying that their systems were never designed for the volume of traffic they're having to deal with now.
Yeah,
It's all very wonderful that you people are all, not you people on my screen, but I mean you people in general are now discovering and embracing technology to communicate.
We were here first. Leave us alone.
Oh, fuck off. I muted you about fucking half an hour ago. Will you please fuck off? I don't like you.
I see. Okay.
You won't sell me ice cream. But there is...
Apparently Mike is just a puppet, and it's Spooky Bed here that's pulling the strings.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh,
the
he
truth
must-
is out now, you see.
Illuminati.
Illuminati confirmed.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that what we were talking about in our private chat? Was, since we've got laws against monopolies here, that we were setting up an alternate organization to compete with the Illuminati?
I have never been involved in a private chat. I've never met you before. Purple. On my screen, if I look down, I can see Mel being very bored.
I'm working while
Aw.
I'm talking to you. That's
I think Purple, I think she's doing a gen.
I don't know what a gen is. What do you mean? Like a magical creature that can do magic?
No,
Oh.
Jen from Jen's Little Corner
See,
last night in my stream was she was using my stream to debug one of her programs.
Hey, oh no.
Oh.
Calm down, time out. I'm not criticizing. That was just a little joke. I'm not being. I don't judge people.
She was writing some new apps for OSB, so she was catching the chat to run it through her program and see if it turned up any bugs in her program.
Oh, I'm now feeling paranoid again. I've got somebody else in trouble. Let's count down how many people I've got in trouble tonight.
Well-
I've done Mike. He's totally paranoid.
You
now.
didn't get anybody in trouble because it's in my chat, which is posted on my channel, so it's public and she admitted to it.
Ah.
I really,
Picking her up.
I do enjoy breaking people's heads. it's a bit of a pastime, but I don't like it.
Very good at it.
We
Is he still talking to me? I muted him
He's
Who?
complimenting you though.
until Dave gives me ice cream. I will not talk to him.
You can't have ice cream till the lockdown is over.
I can't hear you.
That's
Bring
okay.
bring the ice cream to my yard.
Well, I would send you the ice cream, but I don't know how well it would survive the international post, which would probably take about 2 weeks to get to you.
Mm.
That's the worst chat up line ever.
It's better than "Can I touch your hair?"
You know,
Yeah.
actually, that quite works for me. I'm
Quite.
cool with that. I'll tell you a fun thing. Because of my age, who said go on then?
Me.
I can't see it. I have to look at the
Okay.
screen. If you don't flash, I can't. I don't know who's talking.
Do not flash. Nobody flash.
This is a really fun scientism fact for you.
Go on.
Because I'm of a certain age, my hair does not grow very well. But it's now started growing like I look like Wurzel Gummidge. That's for the British people. Mel can't even pronounce the word, so she won't get it. But it started growing. I think
How
it's the
long ago?
5G.
How long ago?
What are the questions? I don't
How long
understand.
ago did it start growing again?
I still don't understand.
I think we want to get on a new topic
Right.
because he's likely to tell us where it started growing. That's what scares me.
Mm. He don't know what he's doing.
No, the hair on my head started growing.
It started growing. What did you rub it with?
Oh, fuck off. Don't even do that.
Have you seen a doctor?
Do
Yeah,
people
I've
actually-
been really bummed because my ex got me to cut off my hair, and it's been like 12 years and it never grew back anywhere near its original length again. I used to have a
That's
ponytail that hung
fun.
down to my belt. Reminds me of Red Skelton.
Yeah.
Oh, the American people won't get this, Mike, but Wurzel Gummidge was an absolute wonder.
He was a living scarecrow.
I can't remember how old you are, Mike.
I'm the wrong side of 40. Put it that way.
So that means you're over 40.
Yes.
Give me more clues. I'm doing scientism.
I'm 41 and I knew Wurzel Gummidge when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'll tell you a fun fact.
I was born when the Sex Pistols were at the top of the charts.
I can actually speak Wurzelese.
Okay.
Did you see that look on Mel's face when I said that? She absolutely hates us. We're not worthy, are we?
No, that's not it.
Did you
That's
see
not
the
it
eye
at
roll?
all.
Only Mel is worthy to hold the hammer.
Okay, don't even go there.
She's a
Mike,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Mike, just
yes.
be careful. Don't talk about Mel holding your hammer.
Not my hammer. Thor's hammer.
Oh, this is getting weird.
If your
Okay.
hammer was Thor, she's been holding it too tight.
Are people actually watching this? Because this is the most fucking bizarre thing.
Oh my goodness.
Black,
That's not it at
Spooky,
all.
there's 1977 Black Sofa. You're 1 year out. 1976, I was born. And that's when the Sex Pistols released Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the
Oh,
Sex
Christ.
Pistols.
So I think I'm the old boy. Okay.
That's all right.
Why? When were you born? If you
Yeah.
don't mind me asking.
I
Yeah.
don't mind you. I don't mind you asking, but I'm not going to fucking answer.
Oh, okay.
No.
I
I've
didn't
got-
know who you were
I'm-
talking to.
Listen, here's the thing. I've got to maintain my air of sexuality
Sexuality.
because, look, I'm a milking stool, and that's
Something
why
that
people.
hasn't been
That's why
used in
people.
over a century.
Is he still
Well-
talking?
Honestly, I'm not sure which one of us is older. So
Yeah, I feel really fucking pissed off now because I think I'm the elder in the room. However,
Yeah.
if I'm the elder in the room, does that mean I get a magic staff and a pointy hat?
It's in the post.
well, I'm
You already
used
have
to
both
being
those things.
I'm used to being the oldest one in the room most of the time.
Yeah, well, I think I've beat you, and I now feel really sad and depressed.
Oh goodness.
And I'm still not going to listen to Dave because he's.
Well,
a
let's
twat.
put it this way.
Is it-
I was born
hey.
the same year that the Beatles made their American debut.
Oh, remind me. That would be 1960.
Yeah, 64 when they first came to America and appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Okay,
Ah,
you win. You win.
hmm. Well,
If
we're
I-
all old.
Does he
Join the
know?
club.
If I had access to stupid animated gifs, I would do the required Wayne's World. We are not worthy.
Dead air. This is good.
Well,
So, Trump has stopped financing the WHO now.
Okay, I don't know whether or not to believe that or not, given I've been told, again, Mel will have to confirm or deny this,
Have we
That
not
he
muted in
he
yet?
can't unilaterally do that, that it's Congress that's got to do that.
Oh.
Trump
I-
did make the statement that he intended to.
Yeah.
It's kind of fuzzy whether or not he can.
mm,
Yeah. I don't want to have a repeat of this conversation because I had it this morning. Perfect.
Yeah.
Did you solve it?
Yeah, for most things, it generally
we
does fall
solved-
to Congress when it involves appropriating funds.
mm.
We solved absolutely everything. The world
But-
is now fine, but let's not just talk about it again.
Okay.
The world is fine, so we can stop the lockdown stuff.
Every
let's-
day, Trump said something more stupid than the day before.
His poll numbers keep going up.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
and
Listen,
actually,
Mel, scientist Mel, I'm doing my
Yeah.
time. Can I raise my hand, please? Miss. Miss.
okay,
Yes.
Shadow Kitty's got a couple of years on me.
Miss. Permission to speak, miss.
Sure.
Can we not talk, can we not talk about the orange one, please, miss?
But he's in the news though, and he does horrible
I
things.
know, but miss, I've talked about this for 3 hours at 6 a.m. this morning. I haven't slept since. I'm kind of tired of it. Can we talk about something more fun? Because apparently, I don't know if this is true or not. There are actually people watching this. What we're doing now,
Oh
They
my
want to know
goodness.
about that.
and they don't want to talk about shit that they've seen in the Twitter feed and what have you. So let's talk about fun things like I don't know.
Okay, like
Yep.
tomorrow is International Jugglers Day.
Can you juggle?
Actually, I can do a bit of one-handed juggling.
Okay.
I can do 3 balls badly.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
you
never
went
been
there.
able to do the 3-ball thing. I can't coordinate both hands together that well.
I can do 2 balls.
Mike, you are really setting you up for yourself to be crucified on Twitter.
Juggled 2 balls.
I walked straight into that one, didn't I?
You started with 3, but you backtracked. So you're not actually very good with the balls, are
Okay,
you?
and just because it's a bit of an overlap, because tomorrow is the third Saturday in April, it is also Record Store Day.
Oh,
There
that's
are
quite
still record stores.
There are a few yet. Actually, vinyl seems to actually be making a bit of a comeback.
Where's
I've
your
actually been
hand?
surprised that you're seeing turntables showing up in like Walmart and Target now.
Where's your hand?
What's wrong with the world?
Which would you prefer? Vinyl, a 7-inch or a 12-inch? And I'm totally looking at Mel now.
I always prefer the 12-inch. The 7
Yeah.
is just not big enough.
Now, see, this is what I keep saying that would be the thing that would get America to go metric. If you get men to realize that they could then say that they were 15 instead of 6.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, that would get every man in America to support the metric system.
Okay.
I think that would
That
be
broke
fair.
everything.
I think that would be fair. I'm all for the metric system. When I went to a Neil deGrasse Tyson talk, and he said even drug dealers are on the metric system. Makes the math easier.
Look, doing
Everyone
carpentry, it would make the
doing
job a
that.
hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, metric system, base 10, right?
Yeah, well,
And-
you know, having to deal with the 12 inches to a foot, and then you're dealing with the fractions of inches, and adding together a half inch and 3/16 of an inch, and
It's not
Yeah.
10.
yeah, it's all screwed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
If you've got centimeters and millimeters, you're just moving the decimal point around.
What stupid country came up with all this?
France.
The imperial system.
The imperial system, yeah.
Oh, the imperial system. It was. I think it was us.
I
Yeah,
think it was, yeah.
yeah, this is a leftover from the British, being on every continent and pushing their system, and then deciding they weren't going to use it anymore.
Yeah, we abandoned it and decided to go with the metric system.
That's because it's better.
Of
Yeah.
course it is. It's yeah. Oh God. You're going into all that Brexity patriotic stuff, and I
Yeah.
hate this.
I had
When
someone
they were establishing the US as a separate country, Alexander Hamilton wanted to use the metric system. Nobody else would agree to it. They put Alexander Hamilton in charge of the Treasury, which is why the only thing we have metric in this country is our money. You got 10 pennies to a dime, 10 dimes to a dollar.
I say, I'm talking to someone about our old money, and I cannot fit my head around it.
Is he still talking?
Yeah.
No,
You
it
mean
was someone else.
shillings and
How many pence were in a pound?
oh
Oh
god.
fuck!
I
Don't
used to
even
know
go
that.
there.
I never was able to figure that out. When I'm reading British authors and they go into, the pence and pounds and shillings, they never able to figure out what any of that stuff was worth.
It's all based on very, very old, ancient shit. It's all based
Yeah.
on L.
Based on
Letter
some of it's based
L.
on stuff that made sense at a time.
At the time, it did, yeah, but fuck. I mean, we got our act together in 1974 in this country, or 73, whatever it was, and decided to ditch all that nonsense. But for whatever reason that I cannot fathom, that was quite,
You're
That-
pleased
that-
with that?
I am very pleased with that. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a metric fathom, by the way.
Yeah.
The Americans are so averse to this.
The
It's
worst
like-
thing is they were so close.
Well,
It
yeah,
had been signed into law. It was going to happen.
yes. When I was in school in the mid 70s, we had to learn the metric system because we were told that within 10 years the whole country was going to be metric.
that was Jimmy Carter, was it not?
No, the mistake. Well, yeah, Jimmy Carter was pushing for the metric system. The mistake was when they elected Ronald Reagan.
Oh yeah, that was a
That
big.
he
Oh,
was looking
yeah.
for any place he could cut the federal budget. So he abandoned the
Oh.
metric system so that they didn't have to reprint all the highway signs.
Oh, right.
he
yeah.
wanted to save money by not printing.
So much good for your country.
Reagan decided it was going to be too expensive to reprint the highway signs, so that's why we never went metric.
This
Ah.
reminds me of what Purple has just said. Reminds me of a weird and fucked up story about how we are humans and so fucked
Mm.
up. However, I'm going to have to
Yeah.
take a quick commercial break, which is code for I need a piss. So
Okay.
I'll rejoin you after these messages.
He doesn't sing the entire time now. To be disappointed.
It was a weird and fucked up story.
He'll have forgotten it as well.
Yeah.
I have a question, Mel.
Sure.
They finalised the kilogram.
Recently they are now basing it on a constant that has to do with light. From what I've seen.
They picked the light one. Last I heard, which was months ago, there was still a discussion as to which one they would pick.
I think it's to do with one of the constants associated with light. I don't remember 100% what the all of the jargon is associated with that, but that way, because of the fact that the kilogram breaks down over time, and the standard that they've been using, it was a metal and rate. So basing it on a constant means that it can stay the same universally without having to constantly, resupply the metal.
I love that it was getting heavier. Amazing.
Yeah. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm sitting here trying to do work while I'm talking to you, and I'm supposed to be on another stream, I think, in about an hour.
oh, right.
Mel, a thing I ran across recently, somebody was explaining that there is a banana scale for radiation.
Oh my God, I've just walked back into the room and Purple's he's talking about the banana scale. What the hell is the banana scale?
It's the metric-
Apparently, it's a measurement for radiation based on that the potassium in the banana breaks down. So bananas are constantly emitting a very small amount of radiation.
You're
Yeah.
talking, I think it's micronauts.
It's teeny tiny. Yeah,
Mike,
but it's are radioactive.
Mike, is this about bending bananas?
No, but it can be if you like.
No, not micronauts. What the hell is
Well,
it?
it's about the yellow
Oh.
ones turning black because, once they go black, they never go back.
Oh my god,
Oh dear. Oh dear.
the thing that happened. That just happened.
I'll tell you what, Mike, I think you're going to get a lot of viewers for this little pile of nonsense.
Probably, yeah. But
This is actually quite a splendid little chat, isn't it?
Ray Comfort would have a field day about bananas turning black and
Banana equivalent dose.
what?
Yeah, I'm just waiting until somebody discovers my channel and starts quote mining my streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
exactly.
thing, I mean, you've got a somebody that's helping you, haven't you? Now, so
Who?
Me?
or maybe I've got my I've not put my when I go for a wee, I've got this really bad habit of leaving my glasses in the bathroom, so I can't see any of you now. So unfortunately, Mel now looks like a womble.
A
Okay.
womble.
Okay.
one-
You really should keep your glasses on when you go in there, and it would cut down on how much gets splattered on the floor.
Oh,
You
don't
need to
even,
see to aim.
Thanks for
Seriously.
conjuring up that image.
I've got records. I'm the best aimer ever. I really am.
How would you know? You can't see.
Well,
I hold world records in aiming. I'm wonderful. Anyway, that's a bit of a dead bit of air silence. We've got to keep talking, otherwise Mike's viewers will go away.
well,
we need-
I've missed something in the side chat. I'm not sure what Nerdy's on about the Killer Gran.
We've got to keep talking, otherwise everyone will think that Mike's a total weirdo.
Everyone
So-
already thinks Mike's a total weirdo, and all his
Yes.
guests, and Mel, apart from Mel. Sorry.
Are you still talking?
I'm a weirdo. It's okay.
If Dave's still talking, I'm going to say this. Until I get my ice cream, he's dead to me.
I'm never giving you another bucket.
Tommy Lauren wants to reopen America. Well, what do we think about that?
I do not like that bitch. She got me banned from Twitter.
Did she?
On my
Yeah.
original account, she got me banned.
Unfortunately, we've got the Orange Cheeto and a bunch of governors
I mean,
who
we
want
talked.
to reopen everything as soon as possible. And it's like, they don't get this, that if some states reopen,
That was funny.
it's going to bounce back on them from the neighboring states.
I've got to.
Yeah.
I've just got to point this little comment out. Spooky, who I hate with a passion. You've not. Whoever's in charge of this shit show didn't put that comment on screen.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, seriously, this is a clusterfuck of a shit show. There you go. Right, keep that there because I'm going to do a Mac thing. You guys won't understand because you're on Windows, so I'm going to do a Command Shift 5 because I want to. I'm going to capture that
Okay.
because I'm actually quite proud of that. And I'm going to.
Well, you know, you keep complaining about how badly these things are run. Why
I'm
don't
go-
you just get on your channel and run one yourself sometime?
Been there, done that. Anyway,
I've only ever seen other people on your other clips on your channel.
my channel. Do I give a fuck about YouTube? Listen, I'm a grown up. I don't give a shit
No,
about
let's
YouTube.
see you run one. I am throwing down the gauntlet.
Really?
Them fighting words.
Oh, the old fighting talk. Okay, I've done it.
I want to see a stool use a mouse.
No, the thing is, I can't be asked because I'm more of a
Arst. I thought it was arst.
arse.
It was. It sounded like you said asked.
Why does she keep doing this to me? No,
Because
it's
you pick on me, so I get to pick on you.
I can't be asked.
touche.
Asked.
I can't. Are you taking the piss out of my accent? Because
Me?
I'm not talking
No.
to the British people. The British people are allowed to take the piss out of my accent, but I will not accept it from the Americans.
The colonies.
The colonies, yeah.
The colonies. Y'all don't want us back, so y'all just sit there and be quiet.
Y'all,
We're waiting for your people to come back and say, please take us back. We've had enough of our government.
No, we want to become the 51st state.
What?
Well, you know, in between the time that Trump got elected and you got Boris Johnson in there, yeah, I would have gone with the idea of England taking us back. But no, now you're as screwed up as we are.
Yeah.
we are very, very screwed up. You're screwed up, we're screwed up. And it scares the crap out of me.
And
I'm more worried that your orange festering fuckwit. I actually don't know if I can swear here. I apologise if I can't.
Yes.
Uh,
I think we've established that we can swear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might actually get re-elected.
He
And I
will
think
get.
might help him.
I
He
keep
will.
fucking saying this. I keep saying this.
Yeah.
He will get re-elected. He absolutely will.
Unfortunately, against Biden, he probably will.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about all this nonsense that the Americans do about, oh, we don't like this person on the Democrat side. Oh, we don't like him. Let's all bitch about it. I don't like that. Just get the orange piece of dog shit out. That's it. End of story.
Yeah, but the DNC has fucked it up.
And
You know,
meanwhile-
they could have picked any one of 3 or 4 different people to run who
Oh, for
probably
fuck's
could have
sake.
beat Trump, but Biden wasn't one of them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting bored now. Mike, do you remember last year, our general election? We were talking
Yeah.
about tactical voting.
yes.
Sounds good. And if people do it, it works. But it didn't work, and it
No.
fucked up. So I can't
Yeah,
listen to
but
these.
our election was won by one man.
Have you brought me ice cream yet?
Yes.
Okay, no, you can speak.
Our election was won by one man.
Yeah, that fucking
Jeremy
clown.
Corbyn.
No, it was won by Farage. When he pulled UKIP from all the Tory seats,
Yes.
the election
That's
was
right.
won.
Yeah. That was a bad move on
It was a
his
good
part.
move for him. Got what he wanted.
You know, I've got so much hatred for what that guy has done.
Yeah.
I want to say a really bad word, but I will swear like a trooper,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to say that word on Mike's channel. I hate that guy with a passion for what he's done to this country.
Yeah, actually, there was a thing that was probably not more than a footnote to anyone else that happened in our last election. The idea that one vote can make a difference.
Like, that's very true, Purple.
Yeah, there was a guy in Pennsylvania who wrote in his own name on the ballot and wound up getting elected as a judge
Yeah.
because it turned out there were more seats available than there were names on the ballot.
I'm familiar with this story, Purple, but I'm very familiar with this story because I kind of I watch what is happening in America. But you just said something at the start of that statement. You said something, and I can't remember what it was, but I found it very profound. Not profound. I'm not worshipping you, but it made sense.
Yeah,
footnote.
but just
A
one
footnote.
vote making a difference.
Exactly, and that's what people don't get.
Oh yeah.
One vote makes a difference. You might think that individually you are nothing, but your vote
Yeah.
does count. It does make a difference.
Well,
Mm.
with our system, yeah, it's a little harder to be convinced of that because of the whole electoral college thing, but
Yeah, but if you
that needs some work.
if you boil it down to its nitty gritty, every vote counts. Your electoral system is shit. Mine is.
So is
But the
ours.
basic, yeah, exactly. But the basic principle is the same. Every person has a vote. You've got to use it wisely.
I used to live in a safe Labour seat.
Mel is so bored.
No, I'm
So
not.
you-
I'm working while I'm listening. I am actually listening to you. I'm not bored. Y'all gotta understand. I work all the time. Academia is on fire right now, so it's like
Is she doing?
my
Is she
day
doing one
off.
of these things that women do? I hear it's called multitasking.
Yes, I'm multitasking right now. Yeah.
Voodoo. She's a witch.
Multitasking? What's
Witch.
that?
Burn her. Witch. Burn her.
But I used to live in a safe Labour seat where basically they could have put up a ficus and it would have been voted in.
Mm.
But now I live in what is called a marginal seat. So it could go either way between the Lib Dems and the Labour Party.
Yeah.
So my vote does actually count. Well,
Yes,
where I live anyway.
I can vote Labour or not vote.
Oh
Yeah.
well, that's a bad thing, Dave. You must
Yeah, I
never
know.
not vote.
No, the point is, there's no other any other vote will elect Tories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you must have.
I
Okay,
will vote because I will vote at the moment, at the very moment, to keep them out.
Yeah.
But the point being that every other part, I mean, it's not like I don't. I have UKIP, I have Green, I have Lib Dem all standing here, all without cat health chance.
Yeah, you can't be actually voting for one of the other parties. You're just voting for or against one party.
I'm raising my hand. Mel, can I speak, please?
Sure.
Why do you keep asking her? She's not in charge.
She's the only one with a webcam. She's a webcam girl. I can't see any of you. She's like in charge. She's the teacher.
She's the only grown up here, you mean?
The only grown up. I'm going to bring her an apple tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
We've both got, we live in different countries and we've got different electoral systems. So as a conversation, this doesn't really work because the Americans don't understand my system and we don't really understand theirs. It's all a bit of a hodgepodge.
No, they have first past the post all over the place in America. It's only the.
No, it's not.
To be entirely fair, most of the people in America don't understand our system.
This is quite true, Purple. That's very true.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll add to that. Most of the people in the UK don't understand how our very simple system doesn't work. So.
Oh my goodness.
Why couldn't we have had proper proportional representation instead of the alternative vote?
Right.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with our electoral college is it's all in all or nothing for most states, and that's like.
I love that your electoral.
Yeah, if they could make it proportional, that would make more sense.
I love two things actually. That your electoral college thingy can vote for whoever they want. They don't have to vote for the people that win, and that. That there was a statute that went through that they would agree to vote a certain way to make it proportional.
Spooky just made a good point there, and this is what blew my mind in our general election.
Yeah.
So, Scientist Mel and Purple, fuck off. I'm talking to the British people.
You know what you can do with that?
No, Nerdy's got it that if you change the voting system, the people with power lose it. Which is why we have very little hope of any meaningful reform, because it requires the people in power to agree they have too much power and give some of it up.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn this into a political thing. It's utterly pointless, especially when you've got two continents or two countries talking about it. It's such a silly conversation to have. Spooky made a good point. And
I'll put back on the screen, shall I?
Oh no. Who would have thought of that, Mike? God, you're so shit at this.
I'm still pushing to get Canada to annex Minnesota.
Right.
So Spooky's just made a good point. This is about tactical voting, blah de blah, in the UK, and as you normal British people know, it went totally wrong in the general election. Massively wrong.
Pear-shaped.
Very fucking shaped. Mind-blowing. She's got. I don't know what Spooky is. I don't know whether Spooky is a he or a she, but mind-blowing. A mind-blowing thing happened.
Go on.
He's not going to tell us.
I think he just means it being such an upset for that seat to have flipped.
It was a really bizarre thing. What happened here in our general election, whatever month it was, November, December, was very fucking bizarre and weird.
Yeah. Because
I find it really funny as well how successful the smear campaigns against Corbyn were.
Dave, do you have Neapolitan?
No.
No, we only have the older Politan. We don't have the Neapolitan.
I really want.
yeah.
Dave, do you remember the old ice cream blocks that you used to buy?
Yeah, you used to only eat 2 of the flavors and then leave the other one in the fridge.
No.
Yeah, the strawberry
the
used to sit there until it got all crystal, and you finally threw it out.
They were in a long rectangular packet. You bought them from your supermarket.
You remember how it felt like, what it sounded like and felt like to pull the ice cream out?
Yes,
Oh.
I do. Yeah.
Oh,
And you must never put your knob on it.
must you not?
You sure? Have you done that before? Is this personal experience?
Oh, you woke up now, Mel.
No, I've been listening.
God.
You guys have been listening this whole time. I am listening.
See, unlike the rest of us, Mel actually has a job.
I
She's a
don't
cam
believe
girl.
that for a moment. Is she from Romania?
Am I from Romania? No.
I don't get that reference.
No, I don't.
I'm
sorry.
guessing it's a reference to like Romanian war brides or something.
What?
Nope, no idea. Stool.
Oh, I can't be asked. You lot are so lazy. Listen, I spent the last 72 hours tweeting about grown-up political things, and
Why
none
would
of you
that?
fucking listen to me.
Why would you do that?
I do like raspberry ripple ice cream.
I love raspberry lip. Listen,
Now,
99.
if it's real raspberry,
want
I'll
to
go
like
for
that.
that. If it's the artificial raspberry, I can't deal with it.
Can you
The,
do the
the artificial
squirty?
raspberry flavor never works.
Yes.
If you can do the squirty, I'll unmute you. And
Yes,
and
I
I'll
can
be
do
your
the
friend.
squirty. I can squirt
I'm
it
not-
all over the place.
That's
Okay.
really gross. I don't know what y'all are talking about now.
Oh, I like rum and raisin.
Well, you're a pervert.
I've never liked rum and raisins.
Ah,
Never say never.
I
Well,
can't
have-
have rum.
Never
Try
say
it.
never again.
Maybe I'll like it one day. Not at the moment.
Should I be paying attention to these lovely people who are talking in the side chat? I don't know.
He pays mods. I told this.
The check's in the post, don't worry.
300 quid.
Apparently.
oh my gosh. I didn't get my stimulus check. Trump.
I tried to say, what's that thing? What's that thing called where the girls get the boobies out?
What?
Instagram?
Life.
Life. Yeah, fuck off.
Oh
No,
my-
that. What's it called? That.
Mardi Gras?
Instagram.
No, that thing that they linked to it on Twitter. What's
Pornhub.
it called?
Oh,
Friends,
just
friends,
fans.
only.
Just
Yes,
fans. Fans
Just
only.
friends.
Fans only. Or only
Trump
Yeah.
fans.
fans.
Or something like that. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
They seem to be doing this, and I can't click. I can't click on the links.
Oh.
Not that I've checked,
Yeah.
because I'm a gentleman, but actually can't access them. Because my ISP has blocked it.
You're allowed. Your ISP is meant to unblock. You're meant to contact them to unblock it.
I'm a grown up. I know how to do things, but
Especially access porn.
I can watch porn.
Can you
I
though?
know.
I know.
I'm so going to
Okay.
sample that, Mel. This is how Mel makes a living.
According to
tell-
XJ, anyway.
Let's just think about what just happened there. I said I can watch porn, and Mel said, with her hair and stuff, she said,
With
and
my
she-
hair and
as
stuff.
she looked into her
No.
webcam and
Can
said,
you though?
"Can you though?"
No, I said it with my hair this time. can you though? So I was trying to make it accurate for you so you didn't look like a liar.
She's such a professional.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is how
Anywho,
I tried to.
we've been
No,
talking for about 1.5 hours. I've just realised.
Yeah.
how long do you normally go for?
I think I think we're going to call it a night, and because it's getting late here in the UK.
you lit. Oh, what the fuck? It's like what 11:30? What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
And I just want to thank you guys for for dropping by and keeping
Yeah,
me
but-
company.
Don't say thanks to Dave because he's an absolute twat.
Okay, yeah.
You're saying it wrong again.
A twat.
Oh, go on then.
I'll twat you if you say it wrong again.
I'll tell you what. I think what we all need to do. I think we all need to get together and say 2 words.
Make
What's
Stool
that?
come watch my quiz show tomorrow. The entire thing.
I'm not going to watch your shit.
Same.
It's fucking rubbish. It's absolute fucking
shameless
shit.
Yeah, plug that again, Dave.
My quiz show. It'll probably be at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
You heard it here first.
I've
And-
got nothing to plug because I'm a nobody and I'm shit.
Has anyone else
So-
got anything to plug while we're plugging things?
You
Oh,
can
that's
my channel
that's
if you want, which y'all already probably know where it is. So.
I don't think she wants to associate.
No, it's not it. I'm just, multitasking. I got my dog who refuses to sit on the very nice, comfy pillow right here. I'm trying to work and be on your stream at the same time. I've probably reached my limit of abilities.
So
Oh my goodness.
thanks to my mods.
you
And
have mods. What do they actually do?
well, you ask that question every week.
I have
Every
no
week.
idea what they do.
Well, they've
What-
been very effective at keeping your comments from coming up in the side chat, for one.
And
I'm so well behaved.
and
I haven't said the B word today.
good. Keep up the good work.
Billy Butler.
And
Barrack.
on that bombshell, I'm gonna say good night, Sofa Squad.
But before we go, can I?
Okay.
I want you to do one thing for me, and I want you to do it all in unison. And I'm doing
Okay.
this for Mel.
Okay.
I want you after the count of 3. I want you all to shout Venezuela.
No, I don't think we're going to do that.
So
This
Archie-
is This is why I have no friends. You never play with me.
Oh.
we
Okay.
take you out on special occasions and give you a rub.
And
Who's
okay.
Dave. Yeah, that would be a shaky rub.
Until next time. Bye for now.
Don't drink the
Bye-bye.
5G.